Hey, really quick, this is opening weekend. I'm Tony, and I'm at the movie theater. There's a couple of horror movies this weekend. One is called Separation. I could tell you right now that nobody wanted to talk to me about it, but nobody wanted to come on camera, but they did tell me that it wasn't half bad. It does hold a awesome 6% on Rotten Tomatoes. I understand it's about a girl who lives with her father, and she lives in a house, and the ghost of her dead mother is in there with her. Right now, I'm going to try to find someone who saw The Resort. It looks like a throwback horror flick. Let's see what people think. I have a gentleman here who just saw the new horror flick, the low-budget horror flick, The Resort. You don't look too happy.
Not really. It was just not a good movie. I mean, there were some parts that were good, but for the most part it wasn't.
I'm sorry to hear that. You were probably like the one guy in there, right?
Actually, no. Yeah, you see, I was there with two other people, and then they were behind me, and then I heard some rustling noises, and I thought, like, oh, maybe they're getting ready to throw away some stuff, but they actually left near the later half of the movie.
Listen, you look like you didn't like it. You're a young guy. Can I just tell you, without boring you to tears, I'll tell you real quick. When I was your age, in the mid-'80s, there was a horror movie like this every other weekend,
Right.
Okay? Go check out, I don't know if it's still in print, or Google the book For 1 Week Only. I don't remember who the author was. I saw it in Fangoria. I love horror movies, and I'm sure you're a horror fan. You could have streamed it, but you didn't. You came to a theater. Good for you. Good for you, but maybe not so good for you. In the 80s, when I was your age, like I said, there was a horror movie. Friday the 13th was the big horror movie. They had a rip-off of that every weekend. There was every other weekend. There was a slasher. Alien was the big space horror movie.
Yeah.
They ripped off Alien every few weekends. And this, I guess, was like supernatural based. There was something like that every weekend.
Yeah, basically the plot follows these four college age, middle age individuals who go to Hawaii and I guess to explore some kind of urban legend. And,
Yeah,
it was just. I mean, here and there was like a good scene or two where you're like, wow, it's actually decent, but for the most part, you're just there's only so much time you have in the movie slot.
right. I understand it's only 75 minutes. Which, listen, again, when I was your age, that was not uncommon either.
Yeah.
There was a movie called Slumber Party Massacre, 80 minutes.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, at least that,
Yeah.
probably has more fans versus this crap.
I'm sorry to hear
Sorry
that.
to be critical, but,
So you didn't like it. I bet you I can sum it up for you, and I haven't seen it. 4 knuckleheads in their 20s, maybe 25.
Roughly.
They're passing themselves off as 20, but they're probably 30.
Yeah.
Right? They Google up or go on YouTube. Am I close?
Something along the lines.
They go. It's an urban legend.
Yeah.
Right?
Like I said,
The hair-faced girl, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half-face girl, I think it is.
I'm sorry. And they I guess there's 4 of them, and 2 of them don't want to go and 2 of them do. Am I close?
That's roughly how every horror movie was, I think. Yeah.
Right, I'm sure. Yeah, and they go anyway. It's a haunted hotel or something like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I don't remember too much of it.
Would you fall asleep?
It was so poor that I kept checking my watch during the movie.
I'm sorry to hear
like
that.
I'm exaggerating for the camera. Like, I really was checking my watch.
Wow.
Like, it was that bad.
75 minutes and it dragged.
74 minutes, too many.
I'm going to say 40 minutes of baloney exposition and maybe another 10 minutes of getting to the island or whatever, or the hotel. Maybe 20 minutes of real actual horror or less.
Roughly in that neighborhood. That's a good ballpark.
Right. So they go to this haunted hotel against their better judgment, if they have any good judgment, and they get picked off. And I'll bet you there's one survivor.
Usually there is. It's along those lines.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spoil for the
Right,
person
well-
out there wanting to see this.
All right. Well, no one's going to come. They'll stream it.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time. Be good.
No
Thank
problem.
you.